Hello, everyone. This is the Booktube Goddess, the #1 drag queen booktuber on YouTube, and we are going to do a makeup look that I'm going to put on live. I'm going to chit chat and talk about whatever there is to talk about. and oops. And Britta is off to celebrate a birthday, so I hope you have fun, and thank you for checking in. I really do appreciate that. And we have Lynette here, and we have Lori here, and Cappuccino is back in the house. Hey, okay, so today the eyebrows got a little bit wonky, and my goal today is I do the contouring of my cheeks offline, but I was hoping to tone it down, and looking in the monitor, it doesn't look as toned down as I thought. So anyway, and the other goal is not to use as much black in the eye look, but I want to try a larger cut crease so you can see it more, which I know is oh so fascinating. Oh, your mom's birthday. Happy birthday to your mom. Oh, you know what? I just saw on, I think, Instagram that it's F. Scott Fitzgerald's birthday, either today or yesterday. Anyway, so he is, of course, the author of the great American novel, Great Gatsby, which I kind of agree is kind of the, however you define great American novel, but I understand why that is considered one of the great American stories. Anyway, Lori missed you, Cap. We all missed old Cappuccino. So, okay, so let's get to it. I didn't think about colors. Let's put down some of the flash palette, and let's just do blues, the blue family today. This should work. It's Bilbo Baggins' birthday. That's cool. Hey, Julie. Not been too well today, so I might have to. Oh, don't worry about leaving. Do what you need to do. Okay, so I'm going to see, I guess. Yeah, I appreciate everyone even just popping in to say hi. Oh, you know what? I didn't. Okay, I'm messing up already. I didn't cut any white. So let me do that now. Let's see. Yes, please feel well, Julie. So, well, let's talk about The Great Gatsby while we're here. For me, The Great Gatsby is more fun to have a class. I was a English major in college, and it's fun talking about Gatsby in terms of symbolism and what it means. I think more than actually reading the novel. And oh shoot, where's that little mirror? because when you look at Gatsby and talk about it in like a discussion group or class or something, and you break it down into what the characters mean, Daisy, well, Gatsby is the all-American man chasing the American dream. And Daisy is the American dream. And when people read Gatsby just on a surface level, Daisy's kind of a frustrating character. But you have to consider Daisy as a metaphor because she is superficial, she is very beautiful, but she's also vapid, and there's really not much there. But yet Gatsby is trying to possess her, the symbol of the American dream, and he does whatever he can to be rich and to buy the big house and do everything he can to capture Daisy, but he can never get her. And ironically, Daisy's husband, who possesses her and is rich and affluent and handsome, he's not satisfied with her and ends up having a mistress. And of course, in the end, it's revealed that Daisy is lethal. She's actually will kill will kill a person that she doesn't feel threatened by. Anyway, I think Gatsby's a fun, like, classroom read for discussion purposes. Especially when you drill down into all the symbolism. Oh boy. I don't know about this look today. Okay. Never read the Great Gatsby. Well, I don't know if I'd recommend it to read. I mean, because reading it on a superficial level or seeing the movie, you're kind of like, what? But I don't know. It is the American novel. Oh, the Mia Farrow movie is, I think, better than the Leonardo DiCaprio movie. But the standout to me in the Robert Redford, Mia Farrow, is the person that plays Daisy's husband's mistress, Karen Black. She is so good in that movie. No, you're not. A lot of people dislike Gatsby. But like I said, I like talking about Gatsby and analyzing the story more than I do reading the novel. But that's just me. Did not cover much US literature. Julie dislikes it too. There are a couple of Gatsby retellings out this. Oh, really? Oh, it's entered the public domain. Wow. Fit to be read is here. Yay. No one likes Gatsby. Again, it's like something I enjoy analyzing more. There's another book that's supposed to be the quintessential story of Hollywood called Day of the Locust by, I want to say Nathaniel Hawthorne, but that has to be wrong. Nathaniel West? Anyway, it's another one of those stories that are more fun to talk about in a literature class rather than actually read. Anyway. Okay, let's put down this color again. Okay, no one likes. I want to read The Chosen Beautiful by, um, I don't know how to pronounce that, Nevo, told by the perspective of side character Jordan. In this version, she is Asian and has magic. There's a tinge of magical realism, also queer. Oh, that sounds interesting. The author's name sounds familiar. I think I've come across that person in Shove It or Shove It. Oh, TJ Klune's new book. And it has your blessing. Yeah, I haven't heard of it. I'll have to check it out. I just finished, where is it? Oh, let me reach over. I think I talked about this last week. It's this book I got from Second Sale. It's a collection of short stories by Michael Swanwick, who I've never heard of before, but he is a Hugo winner. And the reason I haven't heard of him is that he mostly writes short fiction. And this is a collection of short fiction, which I didn't realize at the time I bought it. But he is really, really good. He's a bit pretentious, especially if you read his introduction where he outlines his history of short fiction. He does a lot of name dropping and back patting and that type of thing. But the stories themselves are very highbrow, sort of that intellectual literary type of works, but they're very short. And he likes using twists a lot. But what I don't understand in this compilation is it started off really strong, I think, with some of his best stories, and it ended kind of weak, in my opinion. I mean, there was one story in here that wasn't even speculative fiction. It was this weird retelling of a biography of a Russian poet, as if he was born American. So I guess it was Pushkin. Um, but yeah, I don't understand. It felt to me, if I was doing an anthology, I would start strong and I would end strong. And this didn't for me. But if you like short fiction, he is really good. We'll just say that. I'm probably not going to do a review on it or anything. Maybe I will. I don't know. I guess I'll put some blue. As usual, I don't know what I'm doing. Damn it. Yeah, my eyebrow game is definitely not too good today. Once again, this eyebrow looks good. This looks like not so good. Okay. Out of the TJ Klune book. Everyone wants to read TJ Klune. Zoran Zivkovic, who's a Serbian author. I have not heard of that person. Yeah, mostly I like novels. But every so often, I forget how much I do like longer works of fiction until I read it. As you know, a lot of these classic science fiction authors started out as short fiction. So I want to do horror movies, horror, some horror books in October. So I bought, oh crap, what's the name of the book? The Worm, something of the Worm, by that author that Edward Lord recommended to me in one of his live streams, and I want to look it up. The Worm and His Kings by Haley Piper. Which was described as cosmic horror, which I think is interesting because I think of Lovecraft when I hear the term cosmic horror. But it's reminding me of Chud. Did I talk about this before? I feel like I did. The 80s movie Cannibalistic Human Underground Dwellers. And so I wonder how much the author was inspired by that movie. Because we have like homeless people disappearing in the sewers. I am planning a deep dive into, oh, I hope that goes well, especially with speculative fiction. Yeah, well, I definitely think you should check out Swanwick because he's he's written a couple of novels, but he's mostly known for short stories. First sci-fi read was mainly short stories back in my teens. You know, I don't think. I mean, I read a lot in my early teens. I read a lot of Edgar Rice Burroughs, the John Carter Mars, the Moon Maidens. He had a series on Venus. I really liked his Pellucidar at the Earth's Core series. I never got into Tarzan, which is probably what he's most famous for. But that started as serialized in short fiction magazines. But I don't think I actually picked up sci-fi short fictions until I fancied myself a sci-fi fan, and I started getting some of the magazines. Like I had Asimov's science fiction, and um, I had three. I subscribed to three. Asimov's, I don't think it was Astounding. Oh, science fiction and fantasy. Maybe it was Astounding. And then I also subscribed to Omni. Whatever happened to Omni? Um, which was more science fact, but it always had like one or two short stories in it. Okay. Let's go dark. But as far as like purchasing collections of short stories, I would do it once in a while, but it wasn't my go-to. I just like long novels. And mostly if it was like an author I really loved, I would. I'm talking about Larry Niven. Larry Niven had a collection of his short fiction, which we read in high school, which we, meaning me and my friend Mike, read in high school. And the only thing I remember is there's this bizarre, I guess, essay about Clark Kent and the speed of his sperm, and so why he could never actually um, have a relationship with a human woman. And we thought that was so hilarious. I guess talking about it now, it just seems so juvenile, but we were juvenile, so. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Oops, I missed a lot of conversation. One of my favorite short stories. Oh, I didn't know it was a Minority Report. That is that Philip K. Dick? Um, Martian Chronicles, and that was I was talking about was one of those called a fix-up stories where they fix it up into one narrative. With Chekhov, not talking about Star Trek's Chekhov, talking about like the cherry, oh, the cherry orchard. That's a play though, right? Oh, you loved Omni, yeah. I haven't thought about that in a while, but I don't even know if it's published anymore or if it's become a website. Oh, Chekhov's short stories. Going to reread Foundation books. Oh, I saw the TV series was airing, but I don't have Apple Plus. But I was like thinking about it. I was thinking, should I get it just to watch the series? I would like I'd like to know, Lynette, if you've seen it, if it's worth getting the channel. I love the yellow wallpaper by Charlotte Perkins Gilman. Don't know that one. Oh, Edith Wharton. That name sounds familiar. Going back to when I studied literature, that name's very familiar. Since Foundation is really intentionally not about individual characters, you imagine the TV show needs to have deep characters to be successful. Yeah, I don't. I'm curious of how they're going to do it. Like the books, Philip K. Dick helped stop Victorian doctors from prescribing rest cure to depressed women. Huh, interesting. Oh, 7 out of 10 for the first 2 episodes. Yeah, I would have trouble because it's been a while since I've read the books too. I know the books do a lot of fake out. Like, oh, you thought this was a foundation? This is a foundation behind the foundation. But I remember there's a character, the mule, who was sort of a telepath or something and screwed up the. It was a good adversary, I think, for the foundation because the problem is that it's just so all powerful. Okay. How does it look on camera? Not enough blue. God, I just cannot blend for the life of me. Here we go with this light blue and go back over. Oh, my a video idea. I think I'm gonna film today because I wanted to. When I do some science fiction reviews or talk about science fiction, I wanted a Star Trek costume, and I went ahead and bought one. But a couple weeks ago, I started watching Star Trek: The Original Series, and I just forgot how much I love that series, and I binged it. And then I was thinking, well, why don't I do a YouTube series on it? So then I was like, well, how would I relate it to books? But I decided I'll probably do one episode and see how it goes, but do it by the writers of the series. Like Gene Roddenberry wrote 10 of the scripts or story ideas. So, sort of, I thought it might be interesting to look back at the original series grouped by the script writers or the person who came up with the stories. But we'll see how that goes. Hmm. Does it have to do that info dump? We're still on reading The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham. Don't know that one. You guys read such interesting books. Okay. I keep looking at my monitor because it looks different in the mirror. I just feel like the blue doesn't show up on the monitor as much as one would hope. I'm overthinking this look again. Okay. You know what I thought I was going to do? Instead of cutting my crease with clown white like I usually do, someone gave me this a couple years ago, which is an eyelid primer. And I've never used one before, so I probably should have used it under this eyeshadow. But let's see what happens. This looks more foundation color. I should have done this earlier. Okay. Now I can't find a brush for it, of course. Googly moogly. Apologies for this little. Okay, I'm just going to have to use this. Also read The Planets by Brian Cox and watched the TV series. Oh, I haven't heard of that either. Is that, I'm assuming, is sci-fi? Oh, I don't like this at all. I'm going back to Clown White. Yeah, I haven't used this eyelid primer. I think you're supposed to put it down before all this stuff and not cut the crease with it, unless there's like a white one. Okay. Oh, Dennis and I saw this really bizarre series on Netflix called The Squid Game, which is a Korean movie. And the premise is usually a premise that I don't like very much. Sort of a group of people having to survive a game of that some psychos make them play, where they have to well, sometimes they have to kill other people, but where it's a life or death situation. By the way, it's a very violent show, so I don't recommend it if you don't like violence. So, just for you, Cappuccino. Um, but surprisingly, I really enjoyed it. And they definitely set it up for a season 2. Huh. Oh boy. Might end up getting CBS Paramount to watch Modern Trek. Yeah, it's funny. I haven't watched Lower Decks, but I just canceled Paramount Plus because I saw because the things I wanted to see were Picard, Discovery. I think I like Picard better than Discovery, and RuPaul's Drag Race. But there's not going to be the next season of Picard until February, so I thought, well, I'll just cancel Paramount and just come back in February when that's released. But I don't know. I just Lower Decks didn't really appeal to me, the concept of it. But I mean, if it's good, but I would definitely recommend. I don't know how much you can binge, but what and if you can watch both the series in 1 or 2 months, that's what $12. Oh, I missed something there. Oh, the Professor Cox. I love Picard, but dislike Discovery because I can't stand the character. See, I don't mind Michael Durham. I think I talked about this before, which what annoyed me in uh, Discovery was why they changed the Klingons so radically. Captain Janeway. I'll be honest with you, that wasn't my favorite series. I liked the captain, but the series itself wasn't my favorite. In fact, after Deep Space Nine, the what's it called, the Enterprise with Scott Bakula, and the Janeway series. Um, yeah, I wasn't that into it. Well, it definitely serves a sort of story if you want to watch Squid Game, but I don't know. You could check it out. I'm sorry, Picard does not hold a candle to Kirk. I think Captain Picard has a lot more gravitas than any other captain, and but if you watch the movie Generations, where you have Kirk and Picard both in the same space, I think Captain Kirk, William Shatner, just chews up the scenery. He's just so over the top and hammy, and I don't know. I just love Kirk. I mean, granted, William Shatner, the person's probably a bit of a jerk from all accounts from of other actors, but there's just something about Kirk. And it could just be this lens of nostalgia. Okay, so I was thinking about doing blue on blue and doing blue down here, but now I'm not so sure. Well, let's just do it. Well, actually, what type of... This is me second guessing this makeup look. I almost did a spotlight makeup look because I saw Wilma Finger do one, but I chickened out. Okay. Um, yeah, me too, Lori. I love watching some of the other series, but there's just something about the original Star Trek uh, that just does something to me. Oh, I didn't even hear about the Prodigy. Huh. She will be hologram Janeway helping a group of young people stranded alone on a spaceship. We take in series besides Star Trek, John Sheridan. Oh, yeah, I like, I like Babylon 5, and Sheridan was great. Although I think I like Picard better than she. Well, the men on Babylon 5 were sexier than those on Star Trek. Ooh, them's are fighting words. I'm a little worried on green screen how this blue is going to show up. Hold on for a sec. I'm going to switch to green screen real quick just to see what happens. Oops. Filters. Yeah, it takes off the yellow. Actually, the eye makeup doesn't. You know, I have a blue, a turquoise, oops, a turquoise blue glitter somewhere. Hold on. Oh, I just knocked over a bunch of brushes. Yes, this is a high quality makeup artist here. Okay. So I have this glitter. Let me, turned off the green screen. So can we see this? Yeah. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, are there? My favorite Babylon 5 character is um, the Centauri. What's his name? And his relationship with, oh, it's been so long, I'm forgetting all the characters' names and races. But with the lizard race guy, that's by far my favorite relationship. Although I liked all the aliens in that. The Minbari. Oh, this is going to be bright. Okay, I'm going to bend over to put on this glitter. I guess I should bring it all the way down, huh? Yeah, there's a lot of green flecks on this. Okay, sorry guys, I'm kind of worried about okay, that's with the green screen on. Okay. Okay, green screen's off. Actually, I think it'll still be fine. Didn't mean to go on this long of a... Well, as you know, for me, eye makeup's always a big journey. Yes. Okay, this is a lot brighter than I was expecting. Okay. Lando and Gakar, thank you. Glitter makes everything better, of course. Oh, yeah, Franklin was. They were all so good. The casting and the characters were just all good on uh, Babylon 5. Oh, Cap, it's 83% away through Snow Queen by Joan Vinge. Total epic space opera. I'm blown away and loving it. And the characters are going through it. I'm afraid for the fate of a couple of my favorites. Yeah, that is such a good. And there's a sequel, the Summer Queen. You are most welcome. The world building and character work is good. Yeah, her. I don't know if Vinci, Joan Vinci has done much lately, or after the '80s, but she's definitely in the '80s one of my favorites. Or was it the '70s? No, I think it was the '70s. Yeats. Finished 10 books out of my TBR. The Snow Queen is going on your next TBR. Wow. Lynette is amazing. Oh, hey, gagging. I am not doing any reading vlogs or reading challenges. They kind of stress me out. Yeah, I find sometimes I just normally, I guess, just read like 2 or 3 books a month, which compared to Lynette or some of you guys is nothing. But you won't be finished till June 2022. Wow. Okay, let me start on the black. Um, I had eyeliner out. Oh, here it is. And where's this? Oh, big mistake. Okay, sorry, I'm going to be a little quiet. I have to say, this glitter does look cool, at least in the mirror. A little worried how it's showing up on camera. Okay. Stressful. Oh, I just popped the lid way over there. I'll have to get that later. I want to do Victober. Haven't decided what to read for it. What is Victober exactly? Victorian October? Bronte? I don't do many reading challenges, Halloween books in October. Yeah, like I said, I'm doing one horror. Um, have not read Jane Eyre before. I've read Jane Eyre. I think it's a good book. It's been so long since I've read it, but it is old-fashioned writing. Now, Wuthering Heights, that's what you should read. Went to Top Withens in Bronte Country earlier this year and may want to reread it now. Yeah. Yeah, that's my favorite, Wuthering Heights. Heathcliff, Heathcliff. Yeah, it's been a while. I've read some in college, I think, but it's been a while. Visit and See the Moors. Yeah. Also study Merchant of Venice. I'm only going to read 3 books for Vic Gothtober. Just some fun things for the season. I can't abide reading challenges, so this is one I set for myself. Yeah, I found reading challenges are stressful. That's kind of a cool theme, though. Live quite near to where the Brontes grow up. Um, okay, so turning to black. Oh, I feel so disorganized today. Let's just go with. These. His eyes are challenged today. Okay. Damn, I do want to darken that over here. instead of using black, maybe I'll use some blue. And just knocking off the glitter. Oh well, let's just go with it. Let's just roll with it. No, speaking of drag and the UK, the new UK drag race has started, which lately, at least the last couple seasons, I've actually liked better than the US version. But it's just started, so any of those types of reality shows, it really takes a while to figure out who you actually like. Okay. So I add the blush now. Okay. I swear to God, every time I say I'm going to go light on the contour, and it just ends up looking heavy on camera. Okay. So let's do the under eyes. The Tenet, I haven't read that one, but I saw the, there's a BBC production of it, which seemed interesting. Your dad convinced you that Sherlock Holmes was real. So were you like a little Encyclopedia Jones thinking you were going to solve mysteries? That's so cute. Oh my God, I cannot keep up with Drag Race. I mean, I am a huge, huge Drag Race fan, but they have, and I signed up for Wow Presents, which is their, the site where you can see the international shows, at least in the US. And there's Drag Race Normal, there's All Stars Drag Race, there's Drag Race Australia, there's Drag Race Hispania, there's Drag Race Holland, and there's Drag Race UK. and I can't keep up with them now. I just watch my favorites now. Um, but yeah, it's insane how big it's become. Season 2 is good. You've never watched Drag Race, Julie. Julie. Well, it's not for everyone. If you like Drag Race or drag queens and competition shows, yeah, that's such a bizarre, tall tale your father told you. That elephants used to live in Tasmania but were extinct. Okay, I think I do need some to go back to some black. Just to blur out this crease a little bit. Okay, this is a fresh brush. I think that's better. I can't tell anymore. Okay. I'm going to go to the white. Glad my father never discovered the internet. Oh, yeah, big fish. Yep. I know it's all about the eyes, but your base looks really. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's a excellent movie. You know, one of my father's friends, or a coworker that was his friend, did tell some tales to his kids, like spaghetti grows on trees, but silly stuff like that. Okay. There's one white under eye. Okay. I think I'm going to stop here with the eyes. And let's just go ahead and move on to eyelashes. Oh, great. Thank you, Cappuccino. When I was little and asked my dad how he went bald, he said he just woke up one day. Oh, thank you, Julie. Oh, shoot. Where's my eyelash glue? A little touch more glue. Oh, so I'm going to film a Star Trek original series episode on the writers, but I also need to film Shove It or Shove It, so to make sure I have plenty of time to edit. Okay. And I'm going to transfer some of the excess glue on the lashes to the eyes. One side. Oh, I did the wrong. Ah. This should have gone on this side. Oh well. And let's start outlining some lips. Where's that lip brush? I just had it. Oh, here it is. No, that's not it. One of these days, I'm going to be really organized. I'm going to drop it. I can use this. But that day is not today. I told my kids a lot of stories, but I never tried to convince them the stories were real. I did believe in Santa Claus, I'm pretty sure, at one point in my life. Ah, that is so cute. Magical adventures of your pets. Good lesson to learn at a young age, yeah. Oh boy, I think these lashes are already dry. I have to keep remembering I now live in like a desert climate where things dry out a lot faster. Oh, maybe this wasn't dry enough. Well, we will persevere. Want them to dry up, not down. These on. Okay, I put these on too early. Okay. Moving on. Oops. My least favorite part, drawing lips. Well, lips and eyebrows. That looks pretty even. Good. Okay. Definitely done worse than this. Yep. Let's go. The red lip. Hey, Mr. Ruasori is back in the house. Looks so hard to do, especially when you reline it. Ooh, so glad when you guys show up just to even say hi. That's true. I don't know that controversy. Battle Royale and Hunger Games. Oh, bye, Lori. Okay. That's kind of a different lip shape. Kind of like that. As usual, I could worry about this forever. So let's just throw on a wig. So I got out my pink wig today. Can I adjust this? Okay. A little pink bob going on. Let's put on some gloves. Okay. Yeah, this session went a little longer than usual because I guess I was freaking out a little bit about some of this makeup. But you know, I never know until I'm actually like editing a video how much I actually like or dislike a look. Zoom out a little. Okay, so what do you think, guys? How did we do today? We did some more eye makeup experiments. I think I'm okay with it. It is very sparkly and bright, a little more than I thought. And I did not go overboard on the black eyeshadow like I usually do. So I don't know. We'll see. Susanna Collins was accused of stealing the plot to Battle Royale to write the Hunger Games. Battle Royale was a Japanese novel. Don't know anything about that controversy. That's really hard to do. I mean, it's pretty rare to succeed in plagiarizing fiction because, like you said, ideas aren't really copyrightable, like a plot idea. Thank you, Lori. The longer, the better. Okay. Thank you, Cappuccino. I'm actually reminded of Harry Potter. There was like claims that was plagiarized from some Russian author. And this was a while ago, so I don't remember any details, but it's like, pretty sure that didn't go anywhere either. Oops. I should mess with my hair when I have gloves on. The wig hair sticks to these gloves. Okay. Anyway, guys, I need to film some videos. Once again, thank you so much for joining in and hearing me babble and freak out trying to put on makeup. And I think we did a pretty good job. I may do a little touch-ups afterwards, but as it is, I am happy with it and hope you tune in again next week and hope you watch my videos. Oh, and give this video a thumbs up. I never say that. Yeah, you can thumbs up these live streams too. Okay, goodbye, everyone. And as always, may all the books you read be blessed.